Hey friends, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? My name is Shannon and we're here with a timeless reading for the Pisces collective. Pisces, I have felt called to come in and read for you for like 3 days now, so we're finally getting around to it. All right, my friends, starting off right out of the gate with the 7 of Cups. We have the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. Definitely some feelings of confusion, some uncertainty in which direction to head next, some emotional upheaval. I'm hearing the answers right in front of you. There might be a need for a change in perspective on whatever this situation is. We're going to get more info on what we're dealing with here. But the 7 of Cups really speaks to there being a lot of different options and trying to discern which option is the right option for you. But with Cups, we're in our emotions, right? So with the Hanged Man being on the bottom of the deck down here, there might be a need to take a step back and think about things from a more rational perspective as opposed to leading with our heart. But let's see what the 7 of Cups is all about for you here, Pisces. What are we dealing with? We have the Knight of Wands coming out, the Sun, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. So it feels to me like this 7 of Cups, this emotional confusion that we're feeling here is in some way connected to you wanting to receive clarity about what direction to head in. What step do we take next? There's a desire here to take action on something. But with the 2 of Wands coming out, the 2 of Wands is us kind of being in a spot where we know what direction we want to head, but we haven't started the journey yet. So with the Sun coming out, it feels to me like you've received clarity about this situation that we're feeling confused on. The Knight of Wands, we're definitely feeling like we want to take action on this, but it feels like there's a missing step here. However, with the Sun being out, 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, there might be some anxiety about taking this next step. So because there's anxiety surrounding this decision that we're making, we're kind of staying focused on all the other options, when in reality, I think you guys know what the next step is. There's just some hesitancy in taking that next step. So let's find out why. What is this about? Why are we... Knight of Swords, the World, the Devil. Okay. So Knight of Swords, the World, the Devil, we have the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you guys are right on the cusp of taking this next step from the 7 of Cups to the 8 of Cups. We're leaving something behind emotionally here. We're moving away from this confusion. We're heading in a direction. We're getting that clarity and we're taking action on it to get ourselves out of this state. Now, the Knight of Swords, the World, the Devil, to me, what this feels like, guys, is you know what action needs to be taken, right? Like I said, it feels like there's a puzzle piece missing, like there's a step missing. You guys know what that step is. You may not be consciously aware of it yet, but deep down inside of you, you know what this next step is going to be for you. However, with the World coming out, it feels to me like by taking this next step, and this makes a lot of sense, by taking this next step, we're closing out a major chapter. And there's something here that we're still very, very connected to with this Devil energy. Okay, there could be a person that does not want you to take this next step, and that could be holding you back. That's for some of you. That just popped into my head, like actually seeing you tethered to someone. But there's a need to detach from this Devil. there's a need to make this decision here to emotionally detach and move away and close out this chapter. With the World, this is the end of a major cycle, which would explain why we're emotionally confused, why we're having the anxiety with the Nine of Swords, the mental and emotional upheaval here. But with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, it's like, you guys, like I said, there is clarity here. Whether or not you've actually accessed it yet is another story. But you might need to sit with whatever this decision is, because Spirit, your guides, they are coming through. They're trying to give you, advice on what this next step is to be. But there definitely feels like there's some hesitancy in taking it. Let's get some advice for you guys, because this feels like a major step for you. This feels like we're finally removing something from our lives that has been holding us back, that has been holding us down, that has been disallowing us to really achieve our full potential. So what advice do we have for Pisces here, Spirit? Wow, okay. How about we take one card? All right, we have the Queen of Swords. Let's pull two more for advice. That was the Page of Wands that just flipped out and flipped back in. The Queen of Swords, King of Wands. One more, please, for advice. They all want to come out. The Four of Swords, Eight of Wands. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Again, there's this feeling, this energy of being tied up, but it feels like it's by our own hand. It feels like, we've been getting sent the messages. We've been getting sent the clarity. But there's something here with this Devil energy that's keeping us tied to this cycle. And Spirit's trying to tell you, with the Queen of Swords coming out, King of Wands, there's a need to cut through the noise. There's a need to cut through the BS, to get down to the nitty-gritty and to really sit with this. We have the Four of Swords coming out with your advice as well. There's a need to really quiet the mind and allow the message to really reach you. Because it feels to me like if this is your reading, and it may not be, and that's okay, but if it is your reading, there's some part of you that knows exactly what steps need to be taken. But again, there's this hesitancy to actually take those steps. But with the Queen of Swords, King of Wands coming out with the Four of Swords as our advice, and the Eight of Wands popped out too. I feel like the hesitancy might be tied to this cycle ending, because once this cycle ends, things are really going to start moving quickly for you. And that can be scary. It can be scary to move out of a major cycle that we've been in for a long time. Even if that cycle hasn't been serving us, we can get very comfortable and feel very familiar, even with negative energies. So there's a need for us to detach from whatever it is we have been tied to, tethered to for so long. And we're going to be able to do that by stepping into this energy of the Queen of Swords, not taking any nonsense, speaking our mind, really being clear, not only with others, but also with ourselves, being truthful and honest. But this might take some introspection on your part. Once we get through this introspective phase, we have the King of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Things are really going to start moving quickly for you once we get through this. I want to pull one more card and see where we're heading. Where are we going here with this Eight of Wands, King of Wands? Wow, guys. Okay. So we have the Tower coming out, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. There's a fear here. There's a fear here of whatever foundation we have been tied to, because it doesn't feel like this is a happy place that we would choose to be right now, okay? This is going to be falling down. Whether or not you choose to step out of this and step into this Queen of Swords energy, to introspect, to see the clarity Spirit sending to you, and to make this decision on your own to detach from this Devil energy, either you're going to make that choice or Spirit is going to make that choice for you with the Tower coming out. It feels to me like with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords coming out now in the spread, there's a fear of having to go through the pain of this ending. Because we also have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of fear tied to ending this cycle, even though we've been stuck in a place where we've been unable to move. And it feels like we've been unable to move because of some type of habit. This could be a person, this could be a job, this could be, you know, anything that could become habitual to us with the Devil being here. We've become comfortable in our own misery in a way. And so Spirit's trying to send you through these messages and give you these, bolstering your confidence and saying, okay, guys, okay, Pisces, here's the end of the road. Let's end this cycle. Let's step into this new cycle. But again, there's a lot of hesitancy here. So I see two options. We either decide to step into this Queen of Swords energy, the King of Wands energy, really introspect, take action on removing ourselves from this situation, or alternatively, Spirit's going to come through and knock the foundation out because it is no longer serving you. Whatever this situation is that you have been stuck in, that has been causing this emotional confusion, this mental confusion, it has done nothing but serve to bring you pain. And yes, we can get comfortable, even in situations like that, situations that don't serve us, situations that, you know, make us sad, situations that bring us a lot of grief. We can become comfortable in that, and that's what this feels like. So you're being given an out right now, but you've got to want to reach out and take it. Otherwise, the Tower will fall. This cycle is going to come to an end one way or the other. So Pisces, the choice is up to you. Let's pull one more card. I don't want to end on the Three of Swords. Okay, Justice. Justice and the Ace of Swords. You guys, like I said, the opportunity is here, but there is a need to find this balance. There's a need to find this. There's a need to really check in with your morals and your values and to ask yourself, does this align with who I am, with what I am, with where I want to be heading? And again, we have the Ace of Swords down here. Clarity is available to you, but you guys are going to have to make the conscious decision to want to actually look at the whole picture for what it actually is, instead of sitting in this space of emotional confusion, which seemingly is acting as something that's just taking your mind off of the fact that you know you need to take this step. But at the end of the day, guys, with us ending on Justice, things will work out. Things will balance themselves out. It's up to you on how you want to go about moving through this ending, whether it be on your own terms or whether it be because Spirit sends through the Tower and breaks it all down. But one way or another, you're going to get out of this sticky situation you've been stuck in for some time now. All right, friends, that's where we're going to leave it at today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I love you all so much. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will talk to you guys again soon.